Hello, I'm Rita Tita Gita Mayor. Thank you so much for subscribing this channel. And if you are new, please don't forget to like, comment, share, so that others will also be equipped about their potential. And don't forget to click the subscribe and notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video. In this channel, you will receive wisdom for living. We are now on day 319. Caution on sharing. So, meron ding caution sa uh, pag-share ng potential. Kasi kahapon, di ba yun yung ating topic na kailangan nating i-share yung ating potential because it was not given for you uh, alone. Ibig sabihin, the potential was given for you, was given to you to share it to others. And kailangan natin din may caution, kailangan alamin natin kung ano yung within the context dapat ng pag-share. Pwedeng misuse natin kapag hindi natin sinunod. So, ito yung ating text makikita sa Proverbs. Tingnan natin. 24 verse 1, that's the text. Do not envy wicked men, do not desire their company. So who are the wicked? Those who do not know their purpose and who do not know their God, who do not know their Creator, and of course, they are continue violating the laws and principles. So, for us, kailangan ay alamin natin, gamitin natin within the context of our Creator para hindi tayo makonsider na wicked. So, yung ating potential, i-release natin, i-share natin according to God's context. So, kailangan ay mayroon tayong alam. That's why we need to be equipped. We need to attend Sunday service. We need to study the Bible. We need to listen to the video like this para ma-equip tayo yung mga batas at tuntunin na ating susundin. Magabayan tayo. It says here, you must be careful when, how, and with whom you share your potential. Sharing your hidden wealth in a manner that transgresses God's laws of limitation is not good. All your natural abilities, all the gift you have cultivated, and all the knowledge you have accumulated are yours to share within the context of God's principles, plans, and purposes. So, napakahalaga na yung ating potential ay i-release natin according to God's principle within the context. Ibig sabihin, sundin natin yung principle, tuntunin ni God. Gamitin mo ang iyong potential, i-release mo ang iyong potential ayon sa kanyang tuntunin. Gamitin mo yung potential ayon sa kanyang plano at ayon sa kanyang layunin. Kasi kapag hindi natin matupad yung purpose natin, hindi ma-fulfill, hindi mo rin ma-maximize your full potential. So, it's very important to know the plans, the principles, and the purpose of God in our life. Kaya mahalaga, alam natin yung purpose natin kasi doon natin malalaman para saan yung ating potential. So, and we must also know the laws and principles so that we will not violate the laws of God when we're releasing or the potential, the principles, when sharing the potentials that we possess para mag-glorify si God, kailangan within the context of His principle. So, sabi rito, God created everything to fulfill its potential. So, within the limitations of certain laws. So, in other words, He specified the boundaries within which all things can perform for their maximum capabilities. So, ibig sabihin, nilikha tayo ni God. It means we are designed to fulfill the potential God has given us, to fulfill the purpose God has given us. So, we are designed to do that. We are designed to fulfill the potential God or release the potential God has given us, but we need to follow the principles, the plans, yun yung sinasabi natin kanina. So, paano yon? Example. Ito yung sinasabi, for example, the physical potential ng male and female. Neither two males nor two females can produce a baby because man's potential is fulfilled when by sharing it with a woman, and woman's is fulfilled by sharing it with a man. For their potential to be fruitful, men and women must share their physical potential within the context of male-female relationship that is within the bonds of marriage. Now, yung sinasabi rito, yung potential physical body na potential ng lalaki at babae para magkaanak sila, kailangan yon magamit within the context of marriage. Kaya sabi nila, sabi nga di ba, i-share mo ang iyong potential. Pero, kailangan sumunod ka sa batas at tuntunin. So, kagaya, di ba, kailangan mo i-share sa iba. So, kahit na lumalabag ka na sa batas ng tuntunin na binigay ni God, so, hindi ganon. We must be cautious. Ayun. Kaya sinasabi na cautious in sharing your potential. So, yung isang illustration, isang example is the potential of male and female to produce baby ay kailangan in the context of marriage. So, yun yung isang example. So, kaya dapat ay sundin natin kapag di natin sinunod ay mayroong consequence. Hindi natin ma-maximize according to its full potential. Hindi natin ma-maximize or ma-fulfill yung purpose. Of course, you will not be satisfied. There will be no personal fulfillment, kundi guilt ang mararamdaman doon. So, what is known today as an alternative? Ang dami. Alternative lifestyle. What is known today as an alternative lifestyle is truly the abuse of natural destiny and the violation of human nature because it prevents this fulfillment of purpose. Woman was created to receive and man was created to give. So, kapag di natin iyon ginamit ayon sa context ng God's principle, ma-abuse natin. Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina. Kasi ang babae was created to receive and a man was created to give. So, hindi pwede na yung dalawang receiver or dalawang giver, hindi pwede yon. Kasi, hindi mo matutupad yung potential, full potential. Thus, the shared potential complement each other. A man cannot be fruitful without a woman, or a woman be fruitful without a man. Two givers or two receivers cannot work together to produce fruit. Be careful that you share your physical potential with the right person. With the right person and within the context of God's principle. So, yun yung illustration na kung saan yung ating physical potential, kailangan natin i-release, gamitin according to God's principle within the context of marriage. Yun yung isang example. And another one, your solical potential is fulfilled by sharing it within the context of the family. Here, a child learns to give and receive love and affection. Very often, psychological and emotional problems arise when love is not felt and expressed in the formative years. So dito naman, solical potential. It means, di ba, yung ating soul has a potential, our physical body has a potential. Yung soul natin is the integration of the body, will, and emotion. So, yung ating emotion to be felt, yung ating pagiging affection, yung affectionate, yung love na hinahanap ng isang tao, kailangan within the context of marriage, the context of family. May isang example kanina, yung dito na yung isang bata, kapag hindi siya nakaranas ng pagmamahal, okay, so your solical potential is fulfilled by sharing it with the context of the family. So yung solical potential natin, anong solical potential? Na mayroon tayo example is your love. You have the desire, and you have the ability to love and to be affectionate to others. So kailangan, sabi niya rito, ay kailangan within the context of family. So dahil ang isang bata, ang sabi dun sa ating slide kanina, nagkakaroon ng psychological and emotional problem dahil ang bata yun, na lumaki siya na hindi siya nakaranas ng pagmamahal sa kanyang parents o sa kanyang loved ones or a family, love of the family nung kanyang formative years. Kaya nagkakaroon siya ng psychological problem, emotional problem paglaki niya. Example, sabi rito sa ating slide, if a boy never feels loved by his mother, he may become confused later in life. If a male starts meeting some of those needs, then his ability to give and receive affection, affirmation, and attention seems to be fulfilled in the wrong context. Ayan, so naintindihan natin yon. Na kung saan, for example, ang isang bata na hindi siya nakaranas ng pagmamahal ng magulang or ng loved ones na totoo nung siya ay nasa formative years ay pwedeng mag-cause ng psychological problem, emotional problem. Di ba sabi ko sa inyo kanina, example niya ay yung isang bata, hindi niya naranasan yung pagmamahal ng isang nanay, tapos later on, nung lumaki siya, may someone na nagparamdam sa kanya ng pagmamahal, ng isang kapareho niyang lalaki, nagparamdam sa kanya ng pagmamahal, pwedeng ma-misinterpret niya yun at magamit in the wrong context. Yun yung mga isang problema na nag-a-arise. Yung mga problemang nararanasan ng ating society. Because the love that he felt ay hindi nagamit ayon sa or na misconception, hindi kasi naranasan ng maliit, kaya paglaki hinanap niyo yun at sa maling tao at ito sa maling context. So, yun nagkakaroon ng problema sa ating society. So, napakahalaga na ma-equip tayo ng mga kagaya nito. So, hindi lang na kung ano-ano pinapanood natin, but we need to be equipped how to use the potential, the solical potential. At sabi pa rito, men can enjoy deep and lasting friendships with men, but they must be careful what they share within that relationship. Certain things are good to share, others are not. The same is true of friendship between women. God intends that you will fulfill your basic solical potential within the context of the family. So, yun yung sinasabi natin, yung pagmamahal na sinasabi natin. For example, the solical potential na kakayahan natin. So we must share our solical potential to love someone, to care for someone, to help other people, or to sabi yung long-lasting relationship with other people ay maayos siya, maganda siya because we have that ability to love other people. So, in order to live within the context of God's principle, kailangan alam natin. Siyempre, paano mo masunod? Susundin natin yung principle. Sabi rito, yung kagaya niyan, lalaki at lalaki, ma-enjoy nila yung kanilang lasting relationship as men, pero sumunod ayon dun sa context ng family na principle. Ganon din sa babae at lalaki. Babae at babae, lalaki at lalaki. So, the relationship as a friend, ang friendship between men and between women na kung saan pwede nyo ma-enjoy within the context of family. So, ibig sabihin, yung pagmamahal natin sa ibang tao ay pwede nating ma-enjoy yon at paano natin hindi tayo lalabag within the context of family lang. So, yun yung sundin natin, yung pagmamahal na i-share mo sa isang tao, lalaki at lalaki, babae at lalaki, para hindi ka ma-misinterpret or hindi ka maka-violate is to follow loving someone within the context of family. Na parang isang family, parang isang friend. So, dapat yun yung context natin para hindi tayo maka-violate sa context or principle ng ating tagapaglikha. So, it means you can share your physical potential, your solical potential within God's context, within God's principle, within God's plans, within God's purposes. So, mahalaga yon. So, paano natin i-share yung ating God's potential within, di ba sabi within God's context? Siyempre, sundin natin yung kanyang principle. At paano natin masunod kung di natin alam? Yung lagi kong paulit-ulit, di ba? So, para masunod natin yung context or yung principle ni God, magamit natin yung potential ayon sa principle ni God. Therefore, we need to study the laws and principles so that we will follow. So, paano ma-follow mo, masunod mo yung may release mo yung potential mo within God's context is to know the laws and principles, follow the laws and principles, so that we will enjoy and will be able to release our potential to its maximum. We will be able to maximize the potential. We'll be able to help other people by releasing our potential. So this is my question to you. How will you share your potential within God's context? So just leave a comment below if you want to share your knowledge about this question. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. God bless.